Oh, I have been wanting to do this review for so long. This is the Leatherman Wave. Arguably one of the most popular, if the most popular multi-tool in history, at least the one that has started the huge multi-tool wave besides the Swiss Army knife. The Leatherman Wave has so many cool features, just so much cool stuff about it. And it's a few years old now. I've had it. This is what got me really into multi-tools and falling in love with them. I love it. Well, Harbor Freight came out with their own version of the Wave, and arguably this is almost a carbon copy. But if you look close enough, you can see that there are some differences here, and maybe we can justify the cost. First of all, this is just about $100. Whenever I bought it, I can't even find them for sale now, the regular Wave Pluses. And this was $30 at Harbor Freight. And can you spot the difference between the two? They look very similar. They feel similar. This has 18 tools. This has 20 tools. We're going to go through this, and we are just going to see what is the big difference and is this worth it? Well, let's go ahead and find out. First of all, this comes with a removable, this is just a regular belt clip, and all you do is you press this, this comes out, and that's it. You have a removable belt clip, and what do you know, so is this. This is removable as well. This one is a little bit tougher to get out, but that has always been the case because they don't want you to lose it. And I don't know how many belt clips I've actually purchased, but it does come out just like the other one, but I think it's a little bit better quality because, man, I am struggling getting this thing out right now. And there we go. They came out. Now, between these two, whenever you open them up, they feel very similar. And let's go ahead and open up the Gordon. Just like this. Open up the Leatherman. Just like this. And they look the same. The geometry is a little bit thinner here on the Leatherman. It's a little bit wider here. The jaws are just about the same as well if you take a look. And they're both stainless steel. I think the stainless steel on the Leatherman Wave is just a little bit better. It just feels better, I will say that. But whenever you open this up, you actually have access in here. And as you can see, they're both pretty much carbon copies, and without the name showing, can you even tell the difference, right? So you have the same tool here. This is the flathead, or pry, I think is what they call it. And then there's your pry there too. Let's keep on moving down the line. Let's pull this out and let's just show you. So then you have your mini screwdriver there for your eyeglasses. And then you have your mini screwdriver there as well. I broke that. That's perfect. That's what you want to see. And then you got your scissors right here. And then you've got your scissors right here. Now I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about this. This is thicker steel on this is the Leatherman. This is a little bit thinner. It doesn't feel as strong on the Gordon. But let's flip it around so you can see this side. We're going to do the exact same thing. So you have your fingernail pull there, same fingernail pull here. You got your can openers, and then over here you have your removable, this is your Phillips and your flathead, and this just seems much more robust. Maybe it's just better steel. And how this actually goes in, this is different. This is a friction hold on the Leatherman. And what that means is there's a little piece that just rubs up against it. This is a magnet that's in here for the Gordon. And the same exact thing, and let me just get this out of the way here actually. I'm just going to close these up. Here, this is just a magnetic hold right here on the Gordon. But it is, there's your magnet. It's terrible. It does not hold. They should have done a friction like Leatherman did here. But let's close that up. Let's close these up. You can see they're almost carbon copies, but whenever you take a look, and this is going to take me just a minute because I want to make sure that you all can see the difference here. between the two, it does have measurements right here, right? It does have rollers built into it, and they're just about the same. And let me just make it go this way. There you go. They look the same, they feel the same, everything is almost exactly the same. Measurements are the same, almost the entire geometry is the same. It's good millwork. I mean, this is good assembly. On the Gordon, it actually fits together. You can see you could use those as tweezers if you really want to. And the Leatherman, I would expect nothing less, but they are coming together pretty well as well, just as you would see on these. I mean, the knives, the backside looks good, everything looks good, but if we close them up, this is pretty much what you would expect from any tool. Is you need a thumb open. This is pretty easy here. This is your thumb open here too. You can see the geometries look pretty the same. This is a fingernail through here, and the same thing through here, fingernail. Let's go ahead and open that up. You can see what those look like, pretty much exactly the same. Let's turn them over, and here you have your serrated blade, and your serrate's actually on that side here. This is your serrated blade here as well. Those are your locks, exactly the same. Now here on the Gordon they did serrated, but then they did a hook, and this is one of those extra tools that you see, and there is no extra tool here. You can see this is very well used, and then you have your diamond file, then you have your coarse file here, and let's just check this one out here. This is diamond, but not as good. This actually has a interesting profile. This has a very aggressive file, and maybe even a bit of a saw there on the edge. That's a diamond coarse as well. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this if I bring it up really close. It's going to be super hard to see. But right through there is a very distinct, very aggressive, that is sharp. It's almost like a, man, I know you can't see it, but I'm sticking my finger in it there. It's like a saw. I mean, it really is. It's just like a saw. But if you look at these two next to each other, they're almost exactly the same. If we take a look at the bottoms, let's just put those together. Can you see the difference? Yeah, so right here, that is your window breaker on the Gordon. So they just put a little bead down there, and then you have the typical Leatherman. So all in all, that is these two next to each other, and the Gordon is basically just a carbon copy of the Leatherman, and it's almost exactly, so they must have lost a design patent or came up with something else from Leatherman, because I am not understanding how they can do this. And it's okay, you're looking at $30, you're looking at $100. If I had to do it all over, would I buy a Leatherman at $100 compared to this Gordon at $30? Oh, 100% no way. Now, I will say this, whenever the Gordon came out at Harbor Freight, it was sold out. It took me so long to find it between these two, and I am very happy that I was able to get it. This is, I don't even think it's a laser, that's just painted on. This is engraved or actually stamped stainless steel. Now, the look and the feel, not going to lie, the Gordon feels pretty good. Quality control, not very good. Actually, this is not lubricated the way it should, so it's a little tough. It'd be a lot better if it was lubricated, but everything on it, the machining, the folding, everything about it is really good. Obviously, Leatherman is famous for how good they actually are, so you would expect nothing less than to be very fluid, and I've had this for well over 10 years, and it's still right as rain. I can buy replacement parts for it if I want to, and I have, but you know, Gordon's there too. If I have to choose between the two, the Leatherman is still better than the Gordon, simply for some of the design features here, such as the friction hold on the Phillips and on the flathead and on the screwdriver, or the eyeglass screwdriver, the mini screwdriver. It just feels a little bit more quality. So if you look at the deflection, right, you look at that deflection right there, you know, Leatherman, it doesn't really have the same deflection in it. It just feels a little bit more quality, a little bit more stout than this does. And only time will tell. You know, I think this is still a very good tool, and this has a high quality stainless steel, maybe mid-range. This is a high quality stainless steel as well. I think they're matching almost everything about it. But what are your thoughts? Do you think the Gordon is better? I don't think it's better. I think it's pretty daggone good, and it shows a lot of good qualities to it. You can see it's a little different there too, a little different, a little higher quality. But is that going to change your mind? I don't think so. You know, if you look at them, I think that for $30, the Gordon is going to be your value all day long. But you can even see some of the geometries in here. And I was going to pull up my caliper, and I was going to do a bunch of different tests. But honestly, this is just a straight face test. And I do got to say, Gordon has impressed me. They've done a great job. My name is Brent. This has been Live Free and Tool, and I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please drop down below. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video and all that great stuff. And hey, go out there and go buy a Gordon. See what you think. Maybe go ahead and buy a Leatherman Wave. Now, if you go out and you try to buy a Leatherman Wave Plus, that's going to have removable and replacement jaws on it. It's going to have a few other features, and the Gordon is not going to stack up against the Leatherman Wave Plus the same way. And forget about all the other tools. It's the Leatherman Wave that the Gordon is carbon copying. Get out there, just try them both. Let me know what you think. Take care, everybody. See ya.